Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So you know what today is. It's Throwback Thursday! And because it is Throwback Thursday, what I like to do today is dig deep into the crates and go back to the days of yesteryear and pull out some hits and present them to you. Now, this particular one, I am going back over the pond to the UK, and I'm going back over to the UK for the years between 1982 and 1984. I'm sticking in that pocket because those would be the last 2 years that I was in the UK. So, the first song that I'm going to do today is from 1982, and it is the song by Musical Youth called Pass the Dutchie. Now, when this song came out, it was a major hit, so much that it was number one in 12 countries. Not the US though, we're really picky on what we make number one. But in the UK and in Australia and Belgium and Canada, it went to number one as well as a lot of other ones. Now, the other thing is that, you know, when the song came out, we all were like, well, this is, you know, those who are older than me were telling me, like, you know, this song is about weed, you know, and smoking it and pass the doobie is what they were saying. But with further research, and I'm going to kind of read this out to you, where was that I read? Oh, okay. So, it's part, the song comes from two songs. One called Give Me the Music, by somebody named U Brown, and then a song called Pass the Coochie by the Mighty Diamonds, which does deal with the recreational use of cannabis, coochie being the slang for a cannabis pipe. For the cover version, the song's title was changed to Pass the Dutchie, the new word being a patois term for Dutch oven and a type of cooking. So it says all obvious drug references were removed from the lyrics. Instead of the original, how does it feel when you got no herb? It's how do you feel when you got no food? But here's the weird part about this as I was reading this. Dutchie has since become a drug reference denoting a blunt stuffed with marijuana and rolled in a wrapper from Dutch Master's cigar. Since American, Australian, and British listeners assumed that the term was a drug references. So it's kind of weird that it was taken from a song that had to do with drugs. The word and any reference to drugs was completely taken out, and yet it still got labeled as a song that had to do with smoking drugs, and even a term for, you know, a blunt, you know, pass the Dutchie. That's kind of funny to me. If you're still here after hearing all that, I thank you very much, and please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 15 videos each and every week, and I'm on my big push to try to hit 1,000 by New Year's Day, or on New Year's Day. I might give it to the second, because Saturdays are my BTS day, and I might pick up a little bit more on that day, so I might give it until Sunday. So, without any further ado, since you've gotten all the background history of the song, if you didn't already know it, here is Musical Youth and Pass the Dutchie.
And
Here we go.
This generation rules the nation with version. Music answer them full of love. Sounds to really make you rub and scrub. Dang bang bang biddly bang biddly bang bang biddly 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 bang. I say
pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
give me the music, make me jump and from.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
Jano.
looking at the dance.
It was a cool and lonely, breezy afternoon.
How does it feel when you got no food?
I could feel it cause it was the month of
How
June.
does it feel when you got no food?
So I left my gate and went out for a
How
walk.
does it feel when you got no food?
As I passed the dreadlocks camp, I heard them
How
say,
does it feel when you got no food?
pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and from.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
Jano.
looking at the dance. Bang bang biddling bang biddly bang 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 biddling bang biddly biddly bang.
So I stopped to find out what was going
How
on.
does it feel when you got no food?
Cause the spirit of Jah, you know he leads you
How
on.
does it feel when you got no food?
There was a ring of jets and the session was there in
How
swing.
does it feel when you got no food?
And you could feel the chill as I seen and heard them
How
say,
does it feel when you got no food?
pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and from.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
Jano.
looking at the dance. Me say listen to the drum and me say listen to the bass. Give me little music, make me wind up me waist. Me say listen to the drum and me say listen to the bass. Give me little music, make me wind up me waist. I say
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
give me the music, make me jump and from.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
Jano.
looking at the dance. You play it on the radio, and so me say we a go hear it on the stereo. And so me know we a go play it on the disco. And so me say we a go hear it on the stereo.
Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. It a go bun.
Give me the music, make me jump and from.
It a go done.
Give me the music, make me
Jano.
looking at the dance.
On the left hand side. 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 On the left hand side.
Say east, say west,
On the
say
left
north
hand
and
side.
south. This is gonna really
On
make me
the
jump
left
and
hand
shout.
side.
Say east, say west,
On the
say
left
north
hand
and
side.
south. This is
Pass
gonna
the
really
Dutchie
make
on
me
the
jump
left
and
hand
shout.
side. Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side.
Okay, so that was Pass the Dutchie by Musical Youth. And if I can get this video, there we go. Got the video to finally stop. Thought I did. There we go. So, also what's odd is that there is no drug references made in this song, yet once you say dreads, which they say a couple of times, dreads and dreadlocks, somebody with dreadlocks, true dreadlocks, not these white guys that you see with, braided hair at, Burning Man or something like that. No, not those. The true ones that are really like, they don't even look like hair anymore. They're, looks like Sideshow Bob type. The ones that really, practice that, the Rastafarians, they are notorious with smoking weed. So I've even heard somebody that I review that calls marijuana or a joint a left-handed cigarette. I don't know where the term came from, but that's what a term is for, I guess, smoking marijuana, left-handed cigarette. Now, to me, it was always good because I'm left-handed. So finally, there was a song saying, pass it to the left, I didn't, I'm like 12, maybe, I'm probably about 12 years old when this song came out. I didn't know from nothing at 12. I really, really didn't. It's not like it is now where I leave my house and every single place that I go except for my doctor's office, I have to smell marijuana now that it's more decriminalized. I have to smell it. So, even when I came home today after going to Kroger, I smell in Kroger's all the time, but I came home and I'm getting my groceries out of the car and I could smell marijuana because neighbors were doing it. And I'm like, man, because I don't do any drugs anymore. I quit 11 years ago, doing everything. I don't drink. I don't do that. So it's just made certain activities difficult because especially when it comes to alcohol. Alcohol is a great, in a way, it was a great liberator. When I would drink, it's not that I would become a totally different person. I would just become a little bit more inhibited. I would do karaoke. Try to get me to do karaoke now. You might not be able to do it because I'm not going to go into a bar. I mean, one of the things about karaoke is to drink, and just get up there and sound like somebody's pulling a bull's testicles as he's stepping on a cat. I've heard many people sound exactly like that, but because you've been drinking or you're drunk, you're like, okay, I only got they only got one more minute to this song, and then somebody else is going to get up there. Marijuana, that's a whole different subject. It just made me want to watch movies, which I do already, so what's the use? Alright, so you've heard all those stories. If you're still here, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. Again, I'm on this push to hit 1,000 by New Year's, and all I need from you guys is to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace.